So, hello everybody. Can't actually believe that I'm doing this. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jo. I work as a school-based counsellor at a high school, a sixth form, and a primary school in Essex. I love working at a primary school because I get to be a big kid, so who wouldn't actually like that? But this is me. This is me at home. So, yeah, I'm actually looking quite smart today because I've just been to a meeting. But I'm new to this, so please don't expect anything fancy. But actually, the main reason that I wanted to start this is just to reach out to you guys, as I said, and to make sure that you're okay. Because obviously, as you know, there's lots of uncertainty at the moment, and it is a little bit daunting. But also, what you mustn't forget actually is that you've got adults in your life, and the adults are there to care for you and protect you as well. So, yeah, that's just a little bit about this. I'm not too sure where I'm going with this, what I'm looking to achieve. I certainly know that I have lots of kids that I've helped over the years. I've been doing this job for nearly 10 years now, working as a counsellor. I know, I don't actually look it, do I? Genuinely, I don't. I actually got asked for ID the other day. It's quite impressive. They were doing that Challenge 21 and I handed over my ID with much confidence. But yes, I just want to have the opportunity to say hello to you and to maybe ask any questions, and maybe different videos we could talk about different types of mental ill health or about our mental health in general. Obviously, with the year 11s and the year 13s in particular, not having a chance to say goodbye was actually really hard as a member of staff. And I wouldn't be the only person that would be saying that as a member of staff. I think that actually it was quite hard for a lot of teaching and support staff not to get a chance to say goodbye to you guys. So I'm kind of on their behalf. I just wanted to let you know that they're going to miss you as much as you're going to miss them, and that's for certain. I have one little boy, his name's Charlie, and so he's the only person in this world that can call me mummy. But actually what I do have is loads of kids, and I suppose the more subscribers I get, the more kids I get, and I'm okay with that. And I suppose during these times, I just want you to make sure that you're safe, make sure that you're listening to the guidelines out there and not going out too much. Today's date is Friday the 20th, and I haven't got a clue what's going to happen tomorrow or next week, and nor do you. But the most important thing that I need you to be aware of is that we're in this together. We are genuinely all in this together. You're not on your own. You've got your friends, you've got your family. And for those of you who feel as if you've got nobody, then certainly those in Essex, and I can't imagine this ever going further than Essex, this video, but you never know. I've got a couple of kids that are at uni, so you never know, they might get to see it. But it's kind of like an opportunity where you get to maybe contact Childline or the Samaritans if you're older, or Couth in Essex. So please don't be on your own, because our mental health is just as important as our physical health. And I think that actually what you've got to bear in mind is that even though you're off school now and you know it's tough times, but actually, as I said, we're all in it together, and the most important thing is that you kind of realise that this is just short term. It's not great for those year 12s and year 11s and 13s with their exams. I have so many kids that have worked so hard for these exams that aren't going to come, and it's tough. It's tough. And I think also the other thing that I worry about with regards to my kids is that there wasn't that transition between saying goodbye at school or sixth form, you know, no prom for some people, you know, signing the shirts and things like that. But I'm sure, or I'd like to think at least, each and every school will have at least some sort of closure. I'm a huge fan of Friends, just so you know, and I love it how Rachel refers to it as closure, or they all do actually. So you'll get that. It might not necessarily be as planned, but you'll get that. And also, like, look forward to what's coming up after this. You know, you're going on to better things, exciting times. I did bucket lists with some of my kids just before, literally a couple of weeks ago. And maybe if you're feeling a bit down, think about the things that you want to achieve in your life, because you'll still get to achieve them. You'll still get to achieve them. And also it's a time for you to maybe consider working on a CV if you've been putting it off for ages or whatever it might be. Time to get organised, and time for self-care, and that's really important, that we look after ourselves as well as your community, your neighbours and things like that, just making sure that everybody's safe. Because actually I think there is one thing about this generation of you teenagers and young adults, is that you're really resilient. You just have to prove it. And to do that, you just have to take each day at a time. It's quite as simple as that. Every day at a time. Let's just take baby steps. And we're in it together. I'm in it with you. You're not on your own. I always look for a magic wand to make people's lives better, and I've still not found one. But one thing that I have realised actually is the best thing that you can do is to talk to somebody. And actually the amount of kids that I've seen that was like, gosh, I never thought actually talking to somebody would help. And that doesn't have to be a counsellor. That can be a family member, a friend. You know, there's so many people out there that you can let in and trust. You can let them in. And just imagine how easy, I'm not very good with my English, by the way, people. Or spelling, not that you really needed to know that. But yeah, just look after yourselves. And yeah, I'm not too sure if this is for me. I'm not going to do another take because I think I'd cringe at myself. Hence why, I hope it's still recording if I'm honest. Let me have a look. 7 minutes. Wow. 7 minutes of me talking about complete gobbledygook maybe. But yeah, it's my pleasure to just try and help you kids of mine and maybe some new ones to get through this time. And what we can focus on, as I said, is different types of mental ill health, about keeping well, about the importance of maybe relaxation, different types and ideas of self-care, reaching out. Maybe I can get some different helplines out there for you with the numbers. And let's just take each day at a time. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye, people.